welcome back to Crypto Dragons. And today we will be taking another look at the platform and ecosystem BlockDAG. In this video today, we will be diving into the DAG paper, taking a look at the technical details behind BlockDAG's ecosystem and the project. Of course, I am not your financial advisor, so remember that nothing in this video should be taken as financial advice. Treat this strictly for educational purposes. So, if you did not see the previous video on BlockDAG, we went in depth about the BlockDAG Keynote. This is a very good video giving you an overview of the ecosystem as a whole, what BlockDAG have to offer in their products, their mining solutions, and other features. Of course, the pre-sale is live, but as we can see on the website, we can read the DAG paper V2 and dive into some further technical details. So the DAG paper, of course, a pun on a technical white paper. This is where the meat of the news, where you get a real in-depth look at the BlockDAG ecosystem. So the BlockDAG network DAG paper V2, the world's first DAG chain, mixed security of blockchain with speed of DAG. So DAGstraction, the evolution of blockchain has been swift since Bitcoin, of course. This paper introduces the protocol that diverges from conventional linear chains of blocks, instead employing a directive acyclic graph, a DAG structure. We delve into the algorithms governing the creation and ordering of the DAG, while also elucidating how the protocol ensures both security and scalability. So, of course, a traditional blockchain works with a series of linear blocks in a row. However, this has flaws during scalability and speed. This is where the DAG comes in. This is a potential solution to the blockchain scalability woes. Unlike blockchains, DAG don't rely on linear blocks. Instead, transactions reference previous validated transactions, enabling a parallel processing and potentially faster transaction speeds. This makes DAG ideal for high throughput applications. However, achieving security and decentralization on par with blockchains remains a challenge for some DAG implementations. So here is where BlockDAG comes in. This hybrid concept combines features of both traditional blockchains and DAGs. It retains the benefits of DAGs, such as the high scalability, faster transaction processing, while integrating the security and trust of the blockchain consensus mechanisms. BlockDAG emerges as a groundbreaking solution, meticulously merging the strengths of both blockchain and DAG architectures. It leverages the robust security and decentralization of blockchains while incorporating the efficient, scalable transaction processing of DAGs. This strategic integration allows BlockDAG to handle a significantly higher volume of transactions at faster speeds compared to traditional blockchains. By overcoming the inherent limitations of both technologies, BlockDAG paves the way for a future where distributed ledgers can seamlessly scale to meet ever-growing demands of the cryptocurrency and broader digital landscape. So it's a really unique and revolutionary architecture. This hybrid concept basically allows a huge scalability with no constraints on transaction speeds or fees. And of course, this is one of a kind, the BlockDAG system. Again, we can see blockchains like Bitcoin and Ethereum operate as proof of work, where each block consists of new transactions using a proof of work puzzle. The security of these chains and the assumption is that the honest nodes are sufficiently interconnected when miners extract a chain a new block. So BlockDAG introduces a novel protocol that utilizes, again, the DAG structure to organize blocks, hence the term BlockDAG. Unlike traditional blockchain architectures where blocks reference the single previous block, the blocks in BlockDAG represent all leaf nodes of the DAG. This approach enables the inclusion of more blocks, therefore accommodating more transactions and achieving higher throughput. However, realizing this objective presents several challenges. Firstly, there is a need to migrate the inclusion of blocks from malicious users. Secondly, a method of linearing order for the DAG to determine the sequence of transactions must be established. And we have an example here of BlockDAG G, Each block represents all the blocks of its nearest miner at the time of creation. The terminology associated with the DAG demonstrated using BlockDAG is an example is elucidated herein. It's essential to emphasize the employment of a DAG as a ledger represents an approach to on-chain scaling. Furthermore, it's acknowledgeable that the scalability of the blockchain can be further enhanced by leveraging existing off-chain scaling solutions. So we have some more details into the protocol. This can get a bit complex. I'd recommend you check this out for yourself when looking at the DAG paper, because it's it will take a while to go fully in depth, but here we have a basic structure here. We can see here is an example. Here C represents blocks and E represents the hash, or references given the edges. We will frequently write BG instead of BC as a parameter. So here we can see the input dev G to C and E, and the output is A subset S times C of the maximum size. And we can see as time goes on, we are referencing previous blocks, but it's not in a normal linear fashion. For example, a normal blockchain would be a linear fashion. We'd have block A, directly next would be B, C, D, E, but here we are referencing the previous blocks, allowing greater scalability. And we have some algorithms, of course, how all of this works. And of course, some points, the selection of well-collected cluster, the topology of sorting the DAG, ordering of transactions. So we have algorithm 1, which is choosing the cluster, and we can see the selection of the blue set. And algorithm 2 is the ordering of the DAG. And yeah, it's very impressive what they have, how they got all of this stuff working. So of course, the notable features of the BlockDAG network, it is quick and efficient, low transaction fees, and the EVM compatibility, because it's aligned seamlessly with the Ethereum virtual machine. So if you are an existing Ethereum developer, or any Ethereum-based smart contracts can be deployed on the BlockDAG network, which of course will accelerate new project development. And this, of course, rich toolkit of resources and established communities in the landscape. Of course, you can use standard tools like MetaMask, easily compatible with the BlockDAG network. So that is a great point. And of course, the scalability. This is resilient against network congestion, which we are seeing with some certain blockchains at the moment. And of course, the long-term sustainability of a thriving blockchain ecosystem. Micropayments are made easy because, of course, the speed and minimal fees create the ideal environment for these transactions. And decentralized innovation empowers developers to reimagine the world through decentralized applications. So this will be driving innovation in DeFi, supply chain management, and countless other industries ripe for disruption. So of course, the BlockDAG network ecosystem will have its own explorer. This will give you transaction details, wallets, addresses showing where contracts are deployed, chains, and nodes. They're also low-code and no-code tools. So individuals can innovate on the blockchain without needing to know all of the details about the coding, which is great. Of course, this further accelerates development and builds out the ecosystem, expanding this with diverse new projects. Of course, we saw in the keynote the BlockDAG payment card, which integrates cryptocurrencies for daily purchases, bridging that gap between crypto and the real world, provides a tangible use case for, of course, the BDAG coin, and drives mainstream adoption. They have the proof of engagement mobile application as well. And of course, the BlockDAG coin, BDAG, this coin, of course, is in the pre-sale. They are using this for transaction fees, also used for peer-to-peer transactions, and there will be staking rewards. So validators who stake their BDAG coins can, of course, are incentivized and rewarded back with more tokens and that access here. So how to mine, this goes into depth about your hardware setup and mining pool configuration to get your mining rig up. And of course, we have the tokenomics regarding the BDAG coin here. And of course, what the whole ecosystem is really building on. Enhanced scalability, increased transaction throughput, almost instantaneous transaction confirmation, uncompromised privacy and security, and of course, these lower transaction fees. With a pretty in-depth roadmap showing what they have in the pipeline, and I'm sure we will be touching back in on the project, so be sure to stay tuned on the channel. And of course, follow BlockDAG's social network. You can join their official Telegram, BlockDAG Network Official. And of course, paving the way for future innovations in the blockchain space. And the BlockDAG ecosystem is great. It is really revolutionizing and innovating in the blockchain space. And this DAG architecture, well, the BlockDAG architecture could be the new blockchain as we will be seeing it in the future. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Again, check out the DAG paper for yourself. It is linked on the BlockDAG website. And you can see, just simply click or read DAG paper v2. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys again on the channel.